The war between Iran and Israel has entered a far more dangerous and technically complex phase, one where interception alone no longer guarantees safety. In recent days, evidence from the battlefield suggests that Iran is not merely escalating the number of missiles it fires, but also changing how those weapons function, introducing tactics designed to challenge even the most advanced air defense systems. The current confrontation intensified after Israeli and U.S. strikes on Iranian targets in late February 2026, triggering a cycle of retaliation that has now spread across Israel, the Gulf, and beyond. Iranian missile and drone attacks have hit multiple locations, while Israel has continued striking Iranian infrastructure, including energy sites. Amid this escalation, a key development has emerged: Iran's increasing use of cluster-type warheads on ballistic missiles. Unlike conventional missiles that carry a single explosive payload, these weapons release multiple smaller submunitions known as bomblets over a wide area. Reports indicate that a significant portion of Iran's missiles in this conflict carry such payloads, with each warhead dispersing dozens of bomblets mid-air. This shift is not just technical, it represents a change in how damage is delivered. A recent incident at Israel's main international airport illustrates the implications. 3 private aircraft at Ben Gurion Airport were damaged not by a direct missile strike, but by shrapnel and falling debris after interceptions. The episode highlighted a critical reality. Even when air defenses successfully intercept incoming threats, damage can still occur on the ground. As one description in the original account put it, cluster warheads designed to turn every interception into fresh shrapnel on the ground. That characterization captures the concern among analysts. When a missile carrying submunitions is intercepted or when it deploys its payload, the resulting fragments can spread across a wide area, creating what experts describe as secondary impact zones. Another key line reflects this shift in thinking. Interception alone cannot fully shield high-value infrastructure. This is because the defensive act of destroying a missile mid-air does not eliminate the physical consequences of its payload. Instead, it redistributes them. In practice, this means that airports, energy facilities, and urban areas remain vulnerable even under strong air defense coverage. The Ben Gurion incident underscores this dynamic. Debris and possible submunitions fell within the airport perimeter, damaging aircraft and demonstrating how high-value targets can be affected without a direct hit. The original claim captures this outcome. Bomblets themselves damage aircraft, even though the main missile body did not strike the site. Military analysts say this reflects a broader strategy combining 2 elements: saturation and dispersion. Saturation involves firing large numbers of missiles to overwhelm defenses. Dispersion involves ensuring that even intercepted missiles can still cause damage through fragmentation or submunitions. Together, these tactics reduce the effectiveness of interception as a complete solution. Another line from the account summarizes this concern: some level of debris dispersion is unavoidable once missiles are intercepted. This is consistent with real-world observations. Even the most advanced systems cannot control where fragments fall after interception, particularly when engagements occur at lower altitudes. At the same time, the use of cluster munitions adds another layer of complexity. These weapons are designed to spread explosive effects over a broad area, increasing the probability of impact. Reports from the current conflict indicate that such weapons have already caused casualties and damage in populated areas, reinforcing concerns about their wide area effects. The strategic implications are significant. Rather than relying solely on precision strikes, the approach emphasizes area coverage and inevitability, ensuring that some level of impact occurs even when defenses are active. This leads to another key observation from the account. Iran aims to overwhelm Israeli air defense systems. That goal appears consistent with the broader pattern of attacks observed in the conflict, which include repeated missile barrages and the use of varied payload types. The targeting strategy also reflects this shift. Iran has focused not only on cities, but also on critical infrastructure such as airports and energy facilities. Recent attacks across the region, including strikes on Gulf energy infrastructure and aviation targets, suggest a deliberate effort to disrupt economic and logistical systems, not just military ones. Airports are particularly significant targets because they serve as both civilian and strategic hubs. Damage to aircraft or operations can have immediate economic and psychological effects. The original claim highlights this vulnerability: threaten high-value aviation hubs without achieving a direct missile impact. At the same time, it is important to clarify what this development does and does not mean. Cluster munitions themselves are not new. They have been used in conflicts for decades. What is new is their integration into ballistic missile warfare in a high-intensity state conflict against advanced air defense systems. This adaptation is what makes the current situation notable. It does not mean that air defenses have failed or cracked in a simple sense. Israeli systems continue to intercept a large number of incoming threats. However, it does mean that the limitations of those systems are becoming more visible. No missile defense system can guarantee complete protection. Some missiles will evade interception, and even successful interceptions can produce debris or secondary effects. This reality is captured in another key line. Fragments and submunitions can still land on airports, rail hubs, and neighborhoods. The humanitarian implications are also significant. Cluster munitions are controversial because of their wide area effects and the risk posed by unexploded bomblets, which can remain dangerous long after an attack. More than 100 countries have banned them under international agreements, although major military powers involved in this conflict are not signatories. Beyond physical damage, there is also a psychological dimension. Even when defenses are working, the knowledge that debris or bomblets may still fall creates uncertainty and fear. This can disrupt daily life, economic activity, and public confidence. The account reflects this broader impact. Interception alone cannot fully shield densely populated regions. As the conflict continues, both sides are likely to adapt further. Defenders may seek to intercept missiles at higher altitudes to reduce ground risk, while attackers may continue refining payload designs to maximize area impact. The overall trajectory suggests a battlefield where offense and defense are evolving simultaneously, with neither side achieving complete dominance. In that context, the idea that a completely new strategy has been revealed should be understood carefully. What is happening is not the invention of entirely new weapons, but the adaptation of existing ones to exploit specific vulnerabilities in modern defense systems. Still, the effect is real. As one of the central claims puts it, even when the main rockets are shot down, there can still be damage on the ground. That may be the most important takeaway from recent events. The war is no longer just about whether missiles are intercepted, but about what happens after they are.